What's up, JPC gang? Welcome back to another episode of Jam Pack Cooking. That's right, it's your boy Chef Ray, Mr. Money. And it's the holiday season. Can't you just feel it in the air? One of the best parts about it is the good, delicious, home-cooked food. Three of my favorite Christmas dishes are that honey roasted ham, that sophisticated crown roast, beans, greens,
potatoes, tomatoes.
I want to know what the gang is cooking, not just in the U.S., around the world. Come join your boy for 10 days of Christmas as we go on what I like to call the culture quest. We heading to Mexico, Jamaica, South Africa, Australia, India, the Philippines, Russia, Denmark, Canada, then back to the good old US of A. That sound good to you? Grab your pot and your neck pillow. Let's go. Third stop, South Africa, Kasim Kerstfeest. Let's go, baby. What's up, gang? Welcome back to Christmas Around the World, episode 3. We're in South Africa, baby. If you're just now joining us for our 10 Days of Christmas Around the World series, go back and watch it from day 1 in Mexico. We got a ton of recipes that you don't want to miss. Today, we're doing one of the most sweetest, traditional holiday desserts in the country, Malva pudding. I'm gonna show you how to whip it up real quick. It don't take long. Welcome to South Africa. Malva pudding. It's one of the sweetest, most delicious desserts. I had it once, only once, by the ladies that twist my hair up. They bought something to the shop one time and we tried it out like that. South Africa, like most good desserts start off, let's cream some sugar and eggs. So we're gonna crack 2 eggs and get them in the bowl. 2 eggs in the bowl. We know that the eggs is not bad. Normally we'll crack the eggs in a separate bowl. Beat them and put some air in the eggs real quick. Time to get our sugar in. Now that we got some air in our eggs, we gotta get some sugar in there because we want to cream the eggs and the sugar together. That's gonna help us create the fluffification, baby. 3/4 cups of sugar going in the bowl.
Because South Africa is in the southern hemisphere, Christmas comes in the summer. So there's lots of sun and beautiful flowers in bloom. The Christmas meal is either turkey, duck, roast beef, or sucking pig with yellow rice and raisins and vegetables, followed by Christmas pudding or a traditional South African dessert called Malva pudding. In Afrikaans, one of the languages spoken in South Africa, Happy and Merry Christmas is Kasim Kerstfeest. South Africa has several other UK Christmas traditions because of its history with the UK. On Christmas Day afternoon, people visit family and friends or might go for a trip into the countryside to play games or have a swim. Santa Claus is also known as Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, and Kersvader, Father Christmas, for people who speak African.
We got the eggs and the sugar cream together. You basically going for this color. I mean, it almost look like a lemony yellow color, but you want everything creamed together. And then you want to get this apricot jam in there. This is going to give you the extra flavor. Tablespoon of this apricot jam going into our egg and sugar mixture. You can do this in a food processor. You can do it with a hand mixer like I'm using. Or, you know, you can use your muscles and do it manually. Mix the apricot jam through with this silicone spatula, this rubber spatula we got here. Just want to mix our jam through. We're gonna add in a heaping tablespoon of melted butter and whisk it in. So let's whisk in just some plain white vinegar, distilled vinegar, about a teaspoon. I'll leave the exact recipe for this Malva pudding down in the description. I'm just gonna give it a good whisk and that'll do it for our wet ingredients. So listen, gang, if I didn't tell you in the beginning, you always wanna mix your wet ingredients and your dry ingredients in a separate bowl. I'm not the world's best baker, but I'm telling you some key points. We're messing with the game right now, so we got to be on point. That'll do it for our wet ingredients right now. Set the wet ingredients to the side. Another bowl. Let's mix some of our dry ingredients for this Malva pudding. Malva pudding, sweet stuff. Sifter in a bowl. If you don't want to sift it, don't worry about it. It's not gonna kill you. Might affect the texture a little bit, but it won't kill you. Not at all. It's the holiday. Big shout out to South Africa and all the ladies that twist my hair. Gave me the game. Yeah. Got 150 grams of all-purpose flour going into this bowl. Sift it in.
Malva pudding is a sweet pudding of South African origin. It contains apricot jam and has a spongy caramelized texture. A cream sauce is often poured over while it's hot, and it's usually served hot with custard and or ice cream. Many South African restaurants offer it. There are various theories on the origin of the name. Another theory is that the sauce originally contained Malvasia wine. Proponents of this theory include brandy or sherry in the sauce. Still, others suggest that the pudding was originally accompanied by Malvasia wine.
Sifting the flour, make it almost the same consistency of cake flour. Takes all the lumps and the clumps out. Make everything smooth. We got a teaspoon of baking soda going in. Half a teaspoon of salt going in. Give it a whisk. Mix it up. Don't take much, there it is, mixed up. Salt, the baking soda, and the all-purpose flour. Wet ingredients, and we got dry ingredients. You don't want to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. You want to pour these dry ingredients into the wet ingredients while you're working. Key ingredient for this Malva pudding, milk. We got whole milk here. Use your favorite milk. 1/3 of a cup of milk. It's one step you don't want to skip, man. You got to get the milk in this Malva pudding. Fold everything in. I always like to start with my rubber spatula so the flour won't be flying everywhere. It's gonna be a dust storm in here. No baseability. So once we got the flour and the milk folded into the wet ingredients, come in with a hand mixer again. You saw me put that vinegar in there. If you're not a baker, if you're not familiar with cooking, you're like, what the?
Vinegar?
Yeah, vinegar. Vinegar and the baking soda is gonna create a chemical reaction. Fluffification, the sponginess, marshmallowness. That's what the vinegar and the baking soda, when they get together, they act all, you know.
Fluffification.
Give it a mix.
If you've ever made Malva pudding from scratch, you'll notice that one of the ingredients it's called for is vinegar. Non-bakers might think it's odd, but this is why it's on the list. Vinegar is an acid which, when combined with baking soda, reacts and produces carbon dioxide bubbles that act as a raising agent, giving it that soft and spongy marshmallowy mouthful that we all know and love.
Come in with our rubber spatula and scrape the sides down, fold it in there. You can see the apricot jam specks in there, beautiful orange colors. Big shout out to the ladies that twist my hair. Big shout out to Ule for this recipe. If you're something like me and you're not a baker at all. But I'm doing this because I tasted it before it was good. I had to take the game to South Africa. Merry Christmas in South Africa. Gesien Kerstfeest. It's summertime though. It's hot in the kitchen. Middle of the summer because that's when we celebrate Christmas in South Africa. Summer. Big shout out to Ule, to all the ladies at the shop that twist my hair and keep my dreads looking right for this recipe. She bought me some of this stuff here, man, and I fell in love. We got our baking dish, our oven-proof baking dish, Pyrex. We love the cast iron and we love our Pyrex. We got to grease this up before we put our Malva pudding cake. Don't be disrespectful to the pudding.
Malva pudding.
But we eating after we get fat full while we in South Africa. You want to get this grease done? These people not sponsoring me. This stuff is some good stuff. This is what we like to use. When I was coming up, man, and watching my mother during the holidays, this was a process within itself. Greasing her pan. That's all these people done, man. They took the old remedies, the old ways, fixed it. To me, they made it better. We used to have to get the grease, the Crisco, rub it around the pan, get a cup of flour, pour it in there. Everything coated, and we can add the cake. Now they got the spray, and it's made with flour. It actually still have the flour in there for baking purposes. Wow. Yeah, let's get our mixture into the baking dish. Make sure you scrape down those sides. We need all that. Come on out of there. Preheat your oven to about 350, between 350 and 325. If you know your oven cook a little bit more hotter on the higher end, kick it down, scale it back a little bit. I got an oven that cook pretty evenly. Make sure any air bubbles at the bottom, everything is sealed tight. Malva pudding, baby. Right now we're in South Africa having dessert under the sun. Put it in the oven. Let's go. Put it in the oven, let it bake for about 30 to 45 minutes. When you pull it out, you might want to stick your toothpick in there. If it come out clean, it's done. I'm gonna show you how to make the world's most delicious sauce. This is a sauce that changed my life. When I taste this sauce, I booked me a trip to South Africa. $1,300 flight. Let's go. With this sauce, simplicity is key. We got a saucepan on the stern over medium heat. 3.5 ounces of butter. We're gonna start off getting the butter into the pan. This is a rich, delicious, tasteful, sweet sauce. Did I say rich? Melt the butter. 5 ounces of just plain sugar going into the butter. Sugar and butter, how could you go wrong? Whisk, whisk, whisk. Listen, gang, don't be in my comments talking about, oh, you're gonna die with 45 heart attacks and 82 strokes. This is for the holiday. You probably don't know one person that's eating like this every day.
Cause I damn sure like.
Happy holidays. Definitely gonna enjoy this here today while I'm in South Africa. Heavy whipping cream going in. I'll leave the exact ingredients for this sauce down in the description. Fresh, heavy whipping cream right there. Hot water. You see it's boiling, it still got bubbles. It's burning the hell out of my hand. But Merry Christmas. Down into the sauce. We got 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 5 ingredients. Mix it good because we want all the sugars to dissolve in the sauce, and you're gonna let the sauce reduce just a little bit. We got one of the world's most sweetest, delicious, heartwarming. This tastes like the holidays right here. This is what makes the whole recipe. A simple sauce. Simple serve on steroids. Set it aside. Malva pudding is done. Let's pull it out the oven. Come on, let's go. Yes, Lord, and there she is. This is something like a wet cake, and I believe this is why it's called a pudding. What we like to do, we're gonna take it and boom, just like this. Just the free up top. Take the sauce and pour it right over the Malva pudding. The cake gonna start to soak that sauce up like a sponge. Yes, Lord, how could that not be delicious? You wanna let this sit about 5 or 10 minutes. Make sure the pudding absorb all of that goodness. Make sure you do that as soon as it come out the oven. Listen, man, we're in South Africa right now. We letting our Malva pudding cool down in South Africa in the summertime for Christmas. Oh my God. Yes, sir. It's got that sponginess and that little slight crustification I was telling you about. Let's plate us a piece up. South Africa, thank you, baby. Yes, Lord. Malva pudding in South Africa in the middle of the summer, baby. We out here in our Gucci slippers and our Gucci trunks. Finna hit the pool. When you cut into it, you see that sauce. That's that sauce I was telling you about. Oh my God. Come on. Come here. Come here. Man. No cap. This brings me right back to that day when I was sitting in there getting my hair twisted. He said, hey, you want a piece? Of course. Ule would be very proud of us. Big shout out to Ule for this recipe. It's unique. It's in its own food category. Warm you right up. Come here. We got a problem. You're gonna have to make 5 or 6 of them. Cutting them coming over, they gonna taste this. Oh my God. South Africa gave us this Malva pudding. And I bought it straight to you, gang, for the holidays for Christmas. We are on 10 days of Christmas around the world. If you ain't followed us from day one, make sure you jump back over there on day one where we started in Mexico. Check out that recipe. Tons of delicious recipes all for the game. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend that we doing great things over here, man. Head over to jpcgang.com. Get you some of the merch for the holidays. 75% of the proceeds are going back to non-profit. We doing our part. Help us help them. We didn't get a chance to use the magic dust. Don't put magic dust in here, you'll mess it up. But you can go get the magic dust for anything else. BigSmokeysBBQ.com for your magic dust. Appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate you for watching. I love you for watching. Happy holidays to you and your family. Make sure you go smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell, because we always jamming and cooking while we on the Christmas Around the World tour. Until next time, baby. Peace and love. Let's go, baby.